Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Monday, October 11th, and this local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer. Beaver Toyota, here to wow you. A self-proclaimed animal rescuer is arrested on drug and animal cruelty charges. Amy Cherry reports.
Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley says Ruth Ruprecht has been under investigation since May after a puppy from her Save a Furry Friend animal rescue died just a few days after it was adopted. A search warrant was served recently on her home in the hammock.
The conditions of 46 animals was absolutely pathetic and disgusting. Turns out that the owner of the property was using the animal shelter and rescue operation as a front for her drug dealing. It is absolutely pathetic that somebody would use innocent animals as a front to their drug dealing business.
Ruprecht faces 10 counts of animal cruelty as well as possession of morphine and possession of drugs with intent to sell. She's being held on a $50,000 bond. The animals were taken to the Flagler Humane Society.
Hopefully, many of them will survive and be adopted.
From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Amy Cherry.
Flagler County's COVID-19 situation is improving. John Arking takes a look at the numbers.
Speaking last Friday on WNZF, Gretchen Smith with the Flagler County Health Department said they only had 102 COVID cases reported, while 273 residents got vaccinated, with almost 70% of county residents now vaccinated.
Things are definitely moving in the right direction, but we are still testing and vaccinating 4 days a week. So we're switching things up a little bit. We're going to stay at in that field across from 120 Airport Road. We're not going back to the fairgrounds. So we're going to be there Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings from 8 until 11. And then we're still vaccinating on Mondays at the health department.
As to the monoclonal antibody clinic, she said there are only about 15 patients a day. More good news. But she does remind the public masks are not always optional.
When you come to visit the health department, we're a healthcare facility, so people need to wear masks. I know that we've had a couple issues with that in recent history, but just like if you're going to the hospital, you're going to have to wear a mask. If you're going to go to an urgent care center, you're going to have to wear a mask.
Smith added that religious exemptions do not apply to mask wearing. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arkin.
The local Kiwanis Club has named a Palm Coast firefighter the Firefighter of the Year. Karen Johnson has details.
Palm Coast driver engineer Joseph Fiardo is the newly named 2021 Firefighter of the Year. Fiardo has more than 5 years of service, joining the Palm Coast Fire Department in 2016 as a firefighter EMT.
I don't typically accept recognition on a normal. I'm kind of the guy, behind the scenes guy. Every now and then it's nice to be appreciated for what you do. So it was very humbling for me.
Above and beyond his duties as a driver-engineer, Fiardo eagerly accepted the role as the Community Engagement Officer for the Fire Department. He coordinates public education events, fire prevention activities, and the CPR program. Plus, he established the Fire Department's Junior Firefighter program.
But my favorite part about it is teaching. I lead the Junior Firefighter program, so I get to give back to middle and high schoolers and teach them as much as I can about how to become a well-rounded firefighter for their future, and trying to give back to my department as best I can by providing them with quality employees once they turn 18.
Fiardo is currently preparing for the lieutenant's promotional exam this week. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
Flagler County does it again. The county has taken home a top budget award. Lacey Martin, a former budget analyst for the county, is now the county's marketing media manager.
This is the 12th year in a row that Flagler County Budget has won this award. It is an award that requires you to meet certain criteria with the budget, and every year the team works very diligently to meet all of those requirements to get this award.
The award from the Government Finance Officers Association is the highest form of recognition for governmental budgeting. Last week was officially Fire Prevention Week, and that's why we're talking smoke detectors today.
We have some of them that actually blink flashing lights for the people that can't hear. We have them that make high-pitched sounds and actually talk to actually get that information out to people so they know when to get out of their house.
Flagler County Chief Fire Marshal Jerry Smith was a guest on the Flagler Voice recently and said that it is true that smoke detectors save lives, but he said they do not save lives if they do not work to alert you that there is smoke or a possible fire. He said you need to test your smoke detectors.
Every smoke detector out there has a little button right on the face of it. If you look up to it, you'll see a little red LED light, and right beside it should be a button that you can push. All you gotta do is push and hold it for about 15 seconds, and it will start alerting.
It is recommended that smoke detectors, even those that have those 10-year lithium batteries in them, be tested twice a year, like when you fall back and spring forward for daylight saving time. The Flagler Voice airs every Saturday morning at 8:30 here on WNZF, the podcast on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, who is Jerry Smith? From the WNZF newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.